2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. Their win streak now stands at 7 straight with no signs of letting up. Playing with a great energy right now. We'll see if they can get it to 8. Guys, we know about the accolades Steph Curry has received as a player, the MVPs, becoming one of the most widely recognized faces in the NBA. But you have to credit him for just how far he's come since he came into the league, Shaq.
You know what? One of the hardest workers in the game, improves on something every season, and Ernie added a new shimmy to his game after he hits big shots. A little shimmy, Ernie.
You know
I'm
what?
telling you now.
I like the shimmy, Shaq, but I think he came in as a shooter, Ernie, and then all of a sudden now he's become more of an all-around player. But I think the biggest improvement in is his body. He's now, at one time, was thought of as injury-prone, and now not at all, because I think that's the work ethic that he has in the summertime.
Can you do the shimmy, Shaq?
Do it with me, Ernie. Oh, nice, Ernie. Nice, Ernie.
You know what?
It's like driving a bus, Ernie. It's like driving a bus.
And you know, Kenny, he makes, Curry?
What?
He makes it look
effortless.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. The Warriors are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. Good offensive matchup tonight in what should be a high-scoring game. Doris, how can one team gain an advantage here?
Well, to me, it's always about a level of physicality, a willingness to get big stops, and then you've got to go convert on the other end.
So Golden State will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Shot clock at 6. Curry passes to Cousins. Shoots over Capella. No good from Cousins. Harden against Thompson. Here's Anderson. No good there. Nice D from Cousins. Durant with a screen on Harden. Here's Thompson. It's tipped. The wide open look for Durant. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, just tremendously physical. Cousins not afraid to rearrange some furniture in there.
Paul with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Durant against Anthony to the left side wing. Takes the 3, hits the three-point bomb. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from Melo on the catch and shoot.
Here's Green. Rockets with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
And here is Green, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
Anthony with it, defended by Durant. Here's Paul. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Boy, I mean, the career Paul has had just in terms of being a great point guard, there really are no words left to describe.
The Rockets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And in terms of just how explosive this Warriors team can be, they can get hot over a course of a few minutes. And Doris just put a team away. The way they can shoot from deep and then play defense is just overwhelming.
How often have we seen, Kev, the game might be a 2 or 3 possession game, and within seconds, all of a sudden, they're up 20. They're incredibly deep shooting. Their ability to play off their own made shots and build momentum can steamroll a team.
Now here's Curry. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. They get it again, and Green gets it to go.
If you refuse to box out Draymond Green, you are going to have a long night. He is going to gobble up the glass.
Paul kicks to Harden. There's a good screen. Pass to Capella. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, Green likes to push the pace, that's for sure. Great at making his way up the court and getting to the right spot.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Paul. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Curry against Paul. Here's Cousins, and Capella sends it back. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Paul dishes to Harden. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Well, what you know about Paul, he sees everything as it develops. That time he hits the wide open man.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Now here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Houston in the lead. Paul outside. Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Green, the screen. Curry passes to Green. Inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, He believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
That free throw good from Thompson. You think of Klay Thompson and you think of his great shooting ability. But Doris, he is just as impactful on the other side of the ball.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is one of the elite two-way players in the game because though he doesn't get a ton of steals or blocks, when it comes to guarding the James Hardens or the Russell Westbrooks, Klay always draws that assignment and does an incredible job.
He hits both from the stripe.
And when you watch this Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and add Chris Paul.
They can run a team off the floor if they get hot. Two great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. The way he's able to just carry an offense with his creativity garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
Now here's Paul following the miss by Draymond Green. Kicks it out to Harden. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. That's 10 points for James Harden.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Cousins, and the Warriors miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Paul dishes to Harden. Kicks it out to Paul. And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Capella kicks to Anderson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Paul passes to Harden. He dishes it to Carmelo. Jumper off the screen, and it's Anderson that time on the assist by Anthony. Anderson's got his first points of the night. Warriors trail by 9. Curry with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Now here's Anthony. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
And Cousins kicks to Thompson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Harden dishes to Anderson, right wing. Pass to Capella, and stolen by Cousins. Kicks it to Green. Over Anderson. Here's Cousins. Tries again. He lays it in.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make
in the first 7 attempts.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big cruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Carter Williams kicks to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out, that one falls.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here is Green. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And now it's a double-digit lead. And now it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
McCaw, the pass to Livingston. West a screen on Carter Williams. Rocket 6. Livingston, no luck.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Green kicks it to Tucker. For 3, Gordon. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Houston.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the 3-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 11. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. And Tucker kicks to Carter Williams. Back to Tucker. The tray. No good that time. And Golden State will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
Nene with it. West picks him up. That's tipped. Here's McCall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's the dish to Iguodala. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, if you ask most coaches in the league who is the best player off the bench, they'll probably tell you Andre Iguodala. He just gives you so much, right? The ability to be a playmaker, to make open shots. He's an incredible floor leader for the second unit. Everything you could ask for in a sub, it's Andre Iguodala.
The first one falls. And for Andre Iguodala, most coaches would tell you he is the best off-the-bench option in the league, but he doesn't look like he'll ever win a 6th Man of the Year award.
And I think, Kevin, that goes to how the award is voted on more than it says anything about Andre Iguodala's impact on a basketball game. The 6th Man of the Year is usually the highest scoring reserve. Iguodala's effect on winning goes well beyond putting points on the board.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Warriors trail by 7. Over to the left wing. McCaw. And the rebound goes to Nene.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
.111 left in the first quarter. Gordon a screen. Here's Tucker. Another miss by Houston. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. In third, the Warriors.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And the first one drops. And at this point, everyone knows just how deadly this Warriors offense can be. So many weapons and all the stars that can just take over a game doors. It really is a matter of pick your poison.
Well, to me, Kev, it's arguably one of the best offenses the NBA has ever seen. Statistically, they have put up numbers on par with any other great team in history. The threes are the sizzle, but to measure this team strictly in that category would be a disservice.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That free throw, no good.
Well, I think the veteran and championship experience of Andre Iguodala is critical. This guy is a versatile forward who is well known for being a defensive stopper.
That one is no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Carter Williams. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
And stolen by Gordon. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Rockets have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter Williams. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's McCall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Livingston. And too long on the shot.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
And so it's Houston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Looney out there with West, and there's Iguodala, and there's Livingston, and it's McCaw in a shooting guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. And no good, trying to use the glass. And it's the Warriors on the break. Livingston dishes to West. Kicks it out to Iguodala. It's stolen by Green. Plays it up and banks it in. Green's got his first points of the game.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Livingston kicks it to Looney to the inside. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And talking about the best offenses in the NBA, Doris, they tend to be both efficient and relentless. They are nonstop. And considering those two aspects, which coaches do the best job of achieving that mix?
Well, obviously, so much of it is about the talent that you have on your particular roster. Steve Kerr has at his disposal great scorers in Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. So he comes to mind, but also the system that Mike D'Antoni employs, that pace and space, the number of threes they shoot, and the great talent James Harden. Those are two guys that come to mind.
Free throw drops for David West. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Carter Williams. Green, the screen. There's the pick for three. Gordon. David West grabs the miss.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Carter Williams following the score by Golden State. And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
For the Rockets, Anthony comes in for Green, and it's Paul in for Carter Williams. Durant's checked in for Golden State. Nene, the screen. Here's Paul. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Paul's got 5 now.
Well, hard screen right there by Nene. He's listed around 250, but he looks and feels bigger than that.
There's a screen. West passes to Iguodala. Pick by West. Fires for 3. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Durant.
Boy, the three-point stroke is just so effortless by Kevin Durant. It is a thing of beauty.
Paul outside. Here's Anthony. He's off on that one. Nice D from Durant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Picked by West. Here's Livingston. West with a wide open look. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
For Houston, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Paul dishes to Anthony. They set the pick. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
That free throw good from Anthony.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's James Harden in for Gordon. Different look here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for West. Green comes in for Kevon Looney. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Good on the bucket.
Boy, you have to respect how crafty Draymond Green is on the interior. Has the ability to get deep inside and finish with ease.
Now here's Paul. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry against Paul. Shot clock at 5. Capella kicks to Anderson. And here's Anthony from the arc.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, Kev, we know that Kevin Durant can score at all 3 levels, right there doing work in the mid-range.
Anderson the screen. Harden the pass to Anderson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Anderson's got 5 points so far. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Green with a screen on Anthony. Off the pick. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Paul with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Out to Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. Anthony missing again. The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And the Warriors get it back. Second chance shot. Here's Cousins. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. He has 6.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Harden. He's got 10. Such a wide open look. And the Rockets lead by 1.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Back to Curry from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anthony kicks to Paul. And there's the pass to Harden. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Doris, you've watched the game of basketball develop over the years, but it seems like over the past 5 seasons, there's been a real shift in what is considered a good shot. Talk about that if you could.
Well, there was a moment in last year's finals where Steph Curry is leading a transition opportunity where it's a 3-on-2, and normally you are taught, go get a layup. Well, Steph had Kevin Durant in front of him, and instead of passing to KD, he stops and shoots a pull-up three. The three-pointer and playing with pace are the most extreme differences in this year's NBA.
The pull-up three really took a lot of focus, I thought, this past playoff season, didn't you?
Oh, I agree. And it's incredible the freedom that these guys have to go ahead and pull the trigger. Now, whether that's analytics-based, Kevin, or whether it's just the skill level changing of the players, that's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Yeah, and really, since moving over to the point guard spot, Harden has been unstoppable. Just a nightly triple-double threat.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Rockets with the rebound. There's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, that second unit was fantastic in the last meeting. They infused a ton of energy and, somewhat surprisingly, a lot of points production.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Here's Cousins. James Harden picking up that last basket. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. That's going to send DeMarcus Cousins to the line. That's on Clint Capella. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Free throw good from Cousins.
Yeah, and Cousins, with his physical style, always among the league leaders in free throw.
Paul kicks to Harden. Fires the three. The shot comes out, so Golden State will take it the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Thompson dishes to Durant. Screen by Cousins. Back to Thompson. No good with the triple. Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Paul. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
For Houston, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw, good, Paul.
And how about last season, Steve Kerr becoming the fastest coach in NBA history to reach the 200-win plateau? This guy has had nothing but success in his first run and already considered one of the elite coaches in the league.
And so he hits both. And Doris, for Kerr to get win number 200, the team only needed 238 games played. For those wondering, that is an insane 84% winning percentage.
Wow. Yeah, Kev, you look at all the coaches in any sport, and none of them comes close to that career winning percentage. And for all his success, the guy remains humble and does nothing but give credit to the players. This guy deserves recognition for an incredible record.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for the Rockets. Warriors trail by 4. Curry passes to Green. And Thompson kicks to Cousins. Left side Durant. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
Now Anthony. He's got 11. Capella with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. And now here's Durant. The fast break opportunity. That ties the game. Durant's got 11 points in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Carter Williams kicks to Harden. Capella dishes to Harden. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Harden's got 16 points.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Curry against Carter Williams. Curry passes to Durant. Green with a screen on Anthony. Durant kicks to Green. It's good from long range. 13 points in the game.
Right now, they're allowing Draymond Green to get to his spots. He is playing within the offense and taking quality looks.
Harden dishes to Capella. Feeds it to Carmelo. Screen by Capella. From deep Harden. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. The Warriors trail. Curry kicks to Green. Lobbed up there for Durant.
Well, you can tell Kevin Durant is percolating right now. He is exceptional at getting to his rhythm.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Harden the pass to Carter Williams. 59 seconds left now here in the second. Capella dishes to Harden. Anderson the screen. It's Harden with the drive and the rejection by Curry. Passes it to Cousins. From 20 feet out. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Cousins has got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Anthony kicks to Harden. Dishes it to Carter Williams. Back to Harden. Anthony on the wing. Good on the triple. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Harden against Thompson. Screen by Cousins. They set the pick. Thompson with it, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
And here's Gordon. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters. Gave them some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Houston in the lead. Anderson is down low with Capella. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. And it's Anthony in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Anthony, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Six on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Paul, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson from long range. They get it back. A second chance effort. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, the defense harassing him every step of the way makes that a really tough look.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Of course, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, you've been a courtside reporter, game analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great Kevin Harlan.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Warriors trail by 3. Green, the screen, and there's the feed to Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. Here's Cousins, and the officials call a traveling violation. And a look here at the shot chart for Durant.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Rockets leading by 3. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Outside Anthony. The drive by Paul. Here's Anderson. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Durant, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Now here's Anthony. 14 points for him. He feeds it to Harden. Anderson the screen. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And here we can check out the story on DeMarcus Cousins. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 8th in field goal percentage, 15th in scoring, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. And they pick up 2.
It's a near instant release on the catch and shoot jumper from Steph Curry. Incredible percentage with how quickly he gets it off.
Now here's Paul. He's got 9. Anderson the screen. Here's Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. Kevin Durant is second.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Curry against Paul. They set the screen. Curry passes to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Again, Durant missing.
Well, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Paul dishes to Anthony. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at Golden State, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Houston, 9.5 games behind.
And, you know, Houston, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And their job now is a simple one. Keep doing exactly what they've been doing and get themselves in the best position possible for the postseason.
Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're having a tough time containing Harden here tonight. No surprise there.
Outside Curry. He kicks to Durant. Cousins with a screen on Anthony. Here's Durant. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Durant's got 17 now. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Well, that basket began with Steph Curry's defense. He's thinking one step ahead, creates the steal, and triggers the break.
Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Pass to Capella. There's the triple. Another miss by Harden.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Houston making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Warriors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. The screen from Thompson. Curry passes to Durant. Green with a screen on Green. Here's Durant. And he misses the go-ahead basket. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys,
Unbelievable.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, He is ready to finish with authority.
And that replay is sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Now here's Green. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins, Green kicks to Paul. Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. And the rejection by Cousins.
You just can't get those kinds of shots past Cousins. When he's in the area, he's really good at getting a hand on the ball.
Houston in the lead. Over in the corner, Paul. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And 12 points for Chris Paul.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anderson. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And it's Carter Williams in for Paul. Picked by West. McCaw. And that one hits back iron. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Green. Nene kicks to Green. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala is so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Free throw good, Nene.
No, just unbelievable mobility for a player his size. And I don't know if it's the soccer background, growing up in Brazil. Nene can really move his feet.
Now here's West. He has 5.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Rockets leading by 6. Now here's Carter Williams. Kicks to Gordon. Picked away. It's 2-on-1. A pull-up. Iguodala. That's good. And now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Carter Williams kicks to Gordon. Off target with his 3. The Warriors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. To the paint. Looney with the bucket.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Out to the wing. Fires the 3. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Looney, guarded by Tucker. Livingston kicks to McCaw. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick, and here's Iguodala outside. That one misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Now, here's Green. It's Nene, high post. Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered by Livingston. And it's Gordon missing.
His shot's off, but they're still winning. So hats off to his teammates for picking up the slack.
Livingston with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Picked by West. Livingston dishes to West. There's the pass to McCaw. From 12 feet out. That one a little long. Houston leading by 5. Now Carter Williams drops in the layup for two.
I'll tell you, Kev, they wouldn't object if all their looks were that close.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
West passes to Livingston. West a screen on Carter Williams. Floats one, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
You look at the height of Sean Livingston, Doris, and how he is able to both score and facilitate for others. He is a coach's dream in that regard.
Well, Sean Livingston is a mismatch nightmare because with his size, he can shoot over most point guards in the post or in the mid-range. But then if you put a bigger player on him, he can create mismatches at other positions. He's a tough guard.
And that one misses. Rockets leading by 5. The dish to Tucker. Over in the corner, Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his second basket of the game. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. That's tipped. West with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. Now here's Livingston. Tight defense on him. Shot's good by Iguodala.
Well, Kev, we know Andre Iguodala has proven himself a capable three-point shooter. You've got to show him a measure of respect.
Now here's Carter Williams. Nene, the screen. Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got 6.
Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
Green against West. Here's the screen. Passes it to McCaw. 6 on the shot clock. Tucker with the ball. Looney on him. Tucker can't get it to go.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McCaw.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered by Livingston. It's deflected.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Right, you can't walk it up the court right now. You've got to act fast and be aggressive.
Now Carter Williams after the missed 3 from Iguodala. Gordon outside, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. He's got 5.
And so many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Iguodala with a screen on Green. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's the Houston Rockets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Livingston is out there with McCaw. And it's West. And there's Iguodala. And it's Looney in at the power forwards position.
2 shots.
He throw good, Livingston. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And Golden State also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And he can't hit the second.
Well, P.J. Tucker, the classic combo forward, right? He played power forward at Texas, but at 6'6", he had to add the perimeter game to be successful in the NBA.
Green dishes to Livingston. They kick it out to Green. Shoots over Tucker. That's short off the rim.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
And Tucker Doris has played most of his NBA career at small forward, but he is strong.
Yeah, and I think the value is he can guard 4 positions, Kev. No problem sliding back to the power forward, especially in today's game. A lot of skilled 4s in the league, so he can guard all of those guys.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Paul outside to the right side. Tucker, the pass to Paul. Yep, that one goes in there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's James Harden in for Eric Gordon. Different look here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Patrick McCaw. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Warriors trail by 9. Curry kicks to Green. He dishes it to Thompson. From 10 feet out, no good from Cousins.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Here's Paul and Durant with the block, but he stays with it. 4 on the shot clock.
How about the energy from Steph Curry on the defensive end right there? Really good job.
Anderson can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 9 to the middle. Stolen by Harden. Anthony dishes to Harden. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Curry. Screen by Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Paul. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Cousins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Lets it go with a 3. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Curry.
Boy, I don't know that I've ever seen a better pull-up jump shooter than Stephen Curry. An amazing ability to stop on a dime.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. And so it's Golden State with it. 9-point game. Cousins with a screen on Paul. Curry against Paul. Over Paul. Curry can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 9. Down low. Here's Anthony. And Durant sends it back. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Curry.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Paul. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Warriors coach Popovich down in San Antonio once said that a female NBA coach is going to happen. How much longer do you think it'll take for that to happen?
Well, I'm so grateful to Greg Popovich for getting the process that has to be part of the equation started, right? He hires Becky Hammon as the first full-time assistant in the NBA. Just like I would like to see doors open on the general manager side and let somebody start in the personnel aspect. Doors have to open before we can walk through them. It will take some time because you've got to pay your dues now as an assistant coach, but at least the process is started, and I'm so grateful to the Spurs and Pop for getting it started.
And to be quite honest, as a broadcaster, you're a pioneer from that end of it. We know that there's a lot of quality thought, male or female. You've represented women very well with what you do.
I've been very lucky, Kevin, and thankful for the opportunity, certainly.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David.
Well, that's the shot we've all come to expect from Steph Curry. When he's on his game, he's capable of making threes at an historic rate.
Now here's Harden. Outside Anthony. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Green. Durant in the corner. Outside Curry. Back to Durant. Green with a screen on Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Durant, no good. Houston leading by 9. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
One shot.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in one quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end the game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the fourth quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Feeds to Durant. The screen from Thompson. Back to Durant. Over Anthony. Durant, no good. Rockets leading by 9. To the inside. Anthony, the pass to Capella. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
got that one up quick.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now, here is Harden. To the paint. Capella kicks to Anderson. And some nice passing there by Houston. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Harden. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Rockets have gone only 6 of 14 from the field.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Warriors trail by 8. Curry with it. From deep. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Anthony dishes to Paul. There's the feed to Capella. Durant against Anthony. Over Durant. Misses off the left iron. Golden State's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Curry with another miss. Rockets leading by 8. Harden outside. Dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Harden. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. Here's Green. And it's off the back rim. No good. Houston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Stolen by Thompson. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Green slams it in.
Well, you love to watch Draymond Green work on the defensive end. His activity seems to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Paul. Harden sets the pick for Paul. Harden outside. Capella with a screen on Curry. Harden kicks to Anderson. Back to Harden. Gets the bucket and the foul. Curry. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 9 points. Livingston passes to Thompson. Green, the screen. There's the pick. Cousins with a screen on Paul. Now here's Livingston, defended by Paul. Clock is at 3. For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Paul dishes to Harden. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson. Free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both. Warriors trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Thompson's so quick to pull the trigger. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he is ready to fire.
Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Capella. He kicks to Harden. Three-pointer. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And he's able to get it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Durant with it. Now Anthony defending. Green with a screen for Thompson. 5 on the clock. Here's Cousins. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And here's Harden. Anderson is screen on Thompson. Harden kicks to Anderson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist here tonight. 1:36 left in the fourth. Inside, here's Cousins. Rebounded by Capella. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Harden outside for the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from three-point.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Rockets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anthony, the pass to Harden. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
Two on the clock. Harden. It's rebounded by Golden State. Livingston kicks to McCaw. Offensive rebound. So we see Houston taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.